It is a judgment of the committee that cigarette smoking contributes substantially to mortality from certain specific diseases and to the overall death rate.
What cigarette do you smoke, Doctor?
Tens of thousands of doctors in all branches of medicine, in all parts of the country, were asked that question.
What cigarette do you smoke, Doctor?
The brand named most was Camel. Yes, surveys show more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Smoke Camels, the cigarette so many doctors enjoy.
It was suspect from the start. HEW Secretary Califano launched his anti-smoking campaign a year ago with all the zeal of a reformed sinner. And now, in an apparent attempt to bring some science to the side of his new evangelism, the former 3-pack-a-day secretary told the Surgeon General, prepare a new report. Its issuance, an internal HEW memo said, and I quote, would be a media event, close quote. Turning a significant health question into a publicity stunt is an insult to serious science. America, beware if Joe Califano ever gives up drinking or other pleasure pursuits, even the most intimate.
Cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health. It may not be. We just don't know.
I don't know. Frankly, I think that smoking may be hazardous, it may not be.
Smoking may be hazardous, it may not be. No one, including TV7, knows for certain.
It may be or it may not be, we don't know.
I don't know if cigarettes are bad or they're not bad.
We don't know what causes the ailments that have been attributed to cigarette smoking.
I am saying that the science to date and over $100 million of our industry indicates that there is no causal link.
Certainly, I am not denying the fact that cigarette smoking could be a risk factor involved with some people.
You know, what do we know? The rabbit runs through the briar patch. It's pretty hard for him to look back and see which briar stuck him.
Let me begin my questioning on the matter of whether or not nicotine is addictive. Let me ask you first, and I'd like to just go down the row, whether each of you believes that nicotine is not addictive. I heard virtually all of you touch on it, and just yes or no. Do you believe nicotine is not addictive?
I believe nicotine is not addictive, yes.
Mr. Johnston.
Congressman, cigarettes and nicotine clearly do not meet the classic definitions of addiction. There is no intoxication.
We'll take that as a no, and again, time is short. If you could just... I think each of you believe nicotine is not addictive. We just would like to have this for the record.
I don't believe that nicotine or our products are addictive.
I believe nicotine is not addictive.
I believe that nicotine is not addictive.
I believe that nicotine is not addictive.
And I, too, believe that nicotine is not addictive.
Scientists have been saying it for some time now. Smokers have suspected it for years. Smoking is addictive as any drug. That word comes from Surgeon General C. Everett Koop, who put his latest stamp of disapproval on the cigarette habit today.
If I had my way, I would say it is just as addictive as heroin or cocaine.
For tobacco farmers and cigarette manufacturers, as well as many smokers, those are fighting words, and they say the Surgeon General's report flies in the face of common sense.
All it takes is a decision to quit. 40 million people have done it. As the American Cancer Society says, that's all you have to do, make the decision.
If the Surgeon General says addiction to those drugs is like smoking a cigarette, that's going to give people precisely the wrong information about drug addiction. 40 million people have quit smoking in this country, and 95% of them, according to the Surgeon General, do so on their own.
The Tobacco Institute, which has never admitted that tobacco smoking causes lung cancer, called today's announcement, quote, unfortunate and unwarranted, unquote.